Delicious.
What it is, tell us again.
Delicious.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Family Rovers. Today it's gonna be a great one. I'm gonna be showing you the traditional way of doing roast lamb on a spit, and it is for a special occasion. It is Easter here in Serbia, and that's why we usually have lamb or pig roast on a spit for this day. First things first, me and my dad are now going to purchase the lamb, a whole lamb. And in Serbia there are a couple of different ways to do that. You can obviously go in a supermarket, and usually around this time they do have both pig and lamb to purchase as a whole. But we prefer the second way to do this, and that's to buy directly from the farmer. That way is way more better if you know where to source your lamb, because the quality and the taste of the lamb is gonna be much better. There are a couple of drawbacks to going directly to the farmer. First of all, as an animal lover, I don't like the part of killing and cleaning the animal. A warning to all the viewers: if you are vegetarian or vegan, you should probably skip today's episode, because it's gonna be all about meat. In our case today, because we definitely do not like that part, the lamb is gonna be already prepared. So we have a guy that we are buying lamb for many years now, and he was kind enough to do all the prep work. So what we are expecting to go and retrieve is an already clean lamb. The lamb we are going to buy comes from a little village in the area. It's called Isakovo. As I said before, it is known for farmers that grow sheep there and lamb, and the quality is quite good, at least from the farmer that we are supplying. And no lamb roast goes without a heat medium. In our case, it's gonna be charcoal. So right now we're at a place that sells charcoal. There, as you can see, we have the charcoal. It comes in sacks of, not sure, I think they measure it in liters. So this one should be around 40 or 50 liters, and usually that's quite enough for a whole lamb. While we are driving to get our lamb, I should probably talk a bit about pricing and how much it costs to roast a whole lamb over charcoal. And we can start with the charcoal we just purchased. Interestingly, everything has gone up, or basically doubled, in the last couple of years. A couple of years ago you could buy a 40-50 liter sack of charcoal for around $6, so $6, a little less in euros. And today we had to pay 12, which probably seems not a lot to you all watching from other countries, but have in mind that the average salary, or not the average salary, the minimum salary here in Serbia, which most people are living on, is around 300 euros. So 12 euros for a sack of charcoal is quite a lot here. Now we can move to the pricing of the lamb itself. Same thing there, although the price for lamb has not changed a lot. It's pretty much the same as before. Pigs have gone up. They have almost doubled in price over the past year, and usually the prices are rising during times like Easter, because everybody wants to get their hands on lamb and pig. And yeah, we're now passing River Morava. It's quite high. It rained a lot in the past several days, so the river has swollen quite a bit. Now back to the pricing of the lamb. As I said, pigs are a bit more expensive right now. I think they're, and we are talking about live measures, so is the pig when it's alive. and the same goes for the lamb. Price per kilogram for a pig right now is around $5, so $5. And usually when you're doing a whole pig roast on a spit, you want, depending on how big the family is, you want to have something starting from around 20 kilos up to 30 kilos. 30 kilos is the upper limit. Usually it's around 25, I would say. And for lamb, it's a bit more. The lamb needs to be around 35 because it has a lot of fur, and quite a bit of the lamb is gonna be waste. Basically, I think lamb has around 30% waste from live to slaughtered to meat, basically. And yeah, the price for the lamb is around $4. So the whole lamb, which is gonna be 35-ish kilos, is gonna probably set us back around $140. And in euros, again, it's gonna be a bit less. It's gonna be probably 130 or so. We are getting in, and here's where we're gonna get the lamb. And I think it's down there. I can see it already. We're gonna go now get it, guys, and talk to you later. The deal was done. The lamb is in the back. I'm gonna be showing you how to put it on a spit next, so stick around. Here's the loot, guys. This is what we're going to be roasting today, and this is the charcoal. Whew. So the lamb itself, it was around 32 kilos alive, and right now, I guess nice and cleaned, it's about 20 probably. Next step in the process, we're going to light the fire. Let me show you where we're going to roast the lamb. This is what we have created, and this is just bricks laid on top of each other, and this is the fire pit. We're going to try and put the lamb on the spit. Yes.
Što treba se snima?
Ništa, evo snimamo već. That was my sister, by the way. So the spikes here, they're actually for holding the lamb so it doesn't spin while it rotates. And right now, as you can see, we have quite a bit of space on this side, and it's not gonna be enough for the other. Dog, away from the lamb. You'll get your bones. Away. Go, go, go. The spit itself is stainless steel, so it doesn't rust, which is good. It's easy to clean and maintain. I'm not sure if this is the proper way to do it, but okay, there we go. Step 1 done. It's not Jean-Claude Van Damme, it's step 1 done. And my dad is not used to the camera yet. I'm not used to the camera yet, so whatever we knew to do before, we don't now. So now we need to, there we go, oh, the tail, check it. There we go. And sorry for the Serbian in between. I mean, Dad does not speak English, so I need to communicate with him. We are not talking about anything special. We're just trying to get the lamb tied up on the spit. So it may seem that we are having a secret discussion, but in reality, it's just us trying to tie the lamb correctly. So what we are trying to achieve here is to straighten the legs as much as we can, so that no part of the lamb cooks faster than the rest of the body. As for the lamb itself, I think I quite like it. There is quite a bit of fat on it, so it's not skinny, but it's not too fatty either. Now we usually also tie the middle here to the spit, so that it moves as little as possible. We just make sure it doesn't turn around, because imagine we're in the middle of cooking this thing over the fire and it starts spinning and not rotating. That's gonna be a disaster. So my father says he had a situation when the lamb started spinning midway in the roasting, and it's not fun at all. I mean, everything is super hot and you're trying to make it stable again. So we try to avoid that situation as much as possible. And I mean, a lot of things we're doing. We have the spikes we put into the lamb. Now we're tying the legs, and then we tie the middle of the lamb, and we're gonna tie the neck also. A while ago, when my dad was a little kid, we didn't have the rust-free spits, the nice and rust-free straight spits. Actually, they were using wooden ones, and you can imagine, I mean, wood cannot be straight. And also, right now we have battery-powered motor, which is gonna turn the lamb around, so we don't have to do it. But can you imagine a while ago turning the lamb by hand? So it was basically, the lamb takes, I don't know, 5-6 hours to roast. So 5-6 hours of constant turning. It took probably the whole family doing it in row to actually be able to roast the lamb. Right now we just light the fire, put the lamb on the spit and on the motor, and then pretty much everything else is done. We need to tend the fire, but we don't need to pay extreme attention to the cooking. And obviously we don't need to sit around and turn the spit the whole time. Now we're doing the salting process. So as far as seasoning goes, traditionally there's only one season that we do, and that's salt. So we basically salt the inside, and then we cover the outside with salt, and that's it. Seasoning done. Afterwards, obviously, if somebody wants to add more seasons, he can. And some of the people here, they also add beer on top while it's roasting. We're not alcohol fans, so usually we don't do it. And yeah, the lamb, that says it's not going well with the beer. It's mostly the pig that takes the beer well. They say it makes the skin crispier. Not sure about it, but yeah. I guess the alcohol lovers, they'll find any excuse to put beer on the meat. Last step in the process is gonna be cutting the front legs, and then we're gonna sew the belly with the actual legs. I mean, to some of you this may look a bit gross, or I don't know, because it's the whole animal, but even the things you buy in pieces in the supermarket are coming from the same animal, guys. So if you eat meat, you eat meat, and there's nothing else to it. If you don't eat meat, you probably are not watching this video, so we're still cool. Yeah, so those are the two best pieces when done. They're gonna be extremely salty and really, really tasty. And there was an easier way to get a lamb roast. I mean, you can order it pretty much done. There's a lot of people here that do it for you. But in my family, it's been a tradition for many years, so we do it ourselves. And honestly, the guys that do it for a living, that roast, they roast it probably over, they use gas instead of charcoal. So that's one of the, and then they use special boxes. And the other thing, you cannot get it hot out of when it's done. Usually it's already been cold. Let me show you how it looks like done on the spit. This is the end product, and now we need to light the fire and start cooking. Exciting times. Now, lighting the fire. I guess there are many techniques, but the best one we found, we put the charcoal first in, and then we light the wood on top. Yeah. And things can get smoky, guys, so at the end of the day, it's not only the lamb that's gonna be smoked, it's probably all of us. Take a good shower, throw the clothes away in the washing machine, and you're good. The fire finally decided to start burning, so soon enough we'll be ready to put the lamb on the spit. Anyway, breakfast is ready. So we have for you pickled peppers with white garlic. They're awesome. They're in balsamic vinegar. And then, can you guess what this is? Yeah, I mean, it's lamb liver. Really, really tasty. It's a specialty, and usually, I mean, you bought the lamb, you get the liver. Good breakfast before the actual lamb is done. The liver of the lamb is actually a good indicator of how good the lamb is gonna be. And what I can tell you for sure, the liver is awesome. It's not smelly, it tastes great. So I'm expecting the lamb is gonna be awesome too. Okay, so the fire is done. Time to put the lamb on. Let's turn around. There we go. Okay, we may put it a bit more towards the back than we needed, but I think it's gonna work. Yeah, it will work. We're good. And now to start spinning. The important thing, it's not hitting anywhere, which I feel it's not. And now, as I said before, it's just a waiting game. 4 or 5 hours from now, we'll have a really good lamb. I'll give you a short update midway somewhere, so you can see how it looks. It's been a couple of hours since we started roasting the lamb, and I'm gonna now show you how it looks like. It's starting to get nice and crispy. It will probably take another 2 or 3 hours before it's ready, but as you can already see, it's looking absolutely delicious. Here we are all. The lamb is ready. It actually didn't take a lot of time, and I think that's because of the bricks. As you can see here, it's cooked to perfection, I would say. So now we're thinking to pull it out and let it get cold a bit. Okay, my wife is gonna film. Yoo-hoo, wife!
Oh, yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go eat.
Okay. Ova! Ajde sad idem tamo. Idem iza mene.
Pa ne mora gura, samo da ne treba. Čekaj. Evo tu. Ide, majko, ja viš, taj ti bolji. Pazi, što mu bio. Viš kako taj dobar.
Okay. So now usually what we do, we find a place to hang it and we let it cool down a bit, and we have a really nice place to hang it.
Let's go. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Da se ne klizne.
So this year the tree has a really nice,
Bolje na numatku da bilo tamo.
really nice fruits on it.
And it's delicious.
And what it is, tell us again.
Delicious.
The tradition is while it's hot, we pick it from the spit. So,
Here's the dog.
oh,
Here's the cat. Look at the cat. Mama.
cat.
Cat.
It's really difficult to explain how good is
Daddy,
it
there's a wasp
right
next
off
to
the
your
fire.
cat.
Now look at this part.
Ooh.
It's like eating honey. So guys, if you like this video, consider subscribing, like below, and comment. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.
Bye.